Since Repair Clinic encourages you to perform this repair safely, a warning icon will appear when you should use caution. Before you replace a shock absorber mounting pin in your front-load washer, be sure to unplug the power cord. If replacing a pin in a rear shock absorber, shut off the water supply as well. Then remove the hot and cold water supply lines from the inlet valve ports. Be prepared for some water to spill. Have an assistant help you to move the appliance away from the wall. Using a Phillips-head screwdriver or a No. 2 square drive bit, unthread the rear screws securing the top panel. Remove the panel. If you're replacing a rear shock absorber mounting pin, use a T20 Torx bit to unthread all of the screws, securing the rear panel. You will need to use a Phillips-head screwdriver to unthread the screw, securing the panel to the motor control board housing. Using the Phillips-head screwdriver or a No. 2 square drive bit, unthread the screw to release the power cord grounding wire. Depress the tab to disconnect the power cord wire connector. Next, unthread the screws securing the vibration damper. Set the damper aside. Unthread the screws securing the drain hose mounting flange. Remove the flange. Slide the retaining disc off of the drain hose, and you can fully remove the rear panel. Use a 1/2-inch deep well socket to depress the retaining tab, securing the mounting pin you're replacing, and pliers to pull the old pin out. You will need to detach the drive motor control board housing from the base to reach the lower right side mounting pin. When installing a new mounting pin, make sure the shock absorber is fully positioned in the support bracket. Then insert the pin. Reinstall the rear panel by first feeding the drain hose through the hole in the panel. Position the panel on the frame. Then thread the screws to secure. Connect the power cord wire connector and secure the grounding wire to the panel with the screw. Realign the drain hose flange and thread the screw to secure. Slide the retaining disc onto the end of the hose. Reinstall the vibration damper. If you're replacing a mounting pin in a front shock absorber, remove the top panel. Then use needle nose pliers to help extend the spring to remove the retainer from the door boot seal. Peel the boot seal off the lip of the front panel. Lift and support the front of the washer. Unthread the 4 screws securing the bottom of the front panel. Pull out the dispenser drawer and depress the tab to fully release. Now unthread the 2 larger screws inside the dispenser drawer housing. Next, unthread the 3 screws securing the top of the front panel. Lift the front panel up and out to detach. Disconnect the 2 wire connectors to fully remove the panel. If replacing an upper shock absorber mounting pin, use a 7/16" socket to unthread the 4 bolts securing the lower counterbalance weight. Set the weight aside. You can now replace a front shock absorber mounting pin in the same way as a rear mounting pin. If applicable, reposition the counterbalance weight on the outer tub and thread the mounting bolts. Reinstall the front panel by first connecting the control board wire connector and the door latch wire connector. Align the panel on the mounting pins and push down. Rethread the 3 screws on top. Replace the screws in the dispenser drawer housing. Reinstall the dispenser drawer. Rethread the 4 screws to secure the bottom of the front panel. Remove the support. Align the door boot seal on the lip of the front panel. Secure it with the retainer by aligning the spring at the top, then insert the retainer into the groove of the boot seal. Realign the top panel and secure it with the screws at the rear. Move the appliance back against the wall. If necessary, reattach the hot and cold water supply lines to the inlet valve ports. If applicable, turn the water supply back on. Plug the power cord back in, and your front-load washer should be ready for use.